like the pick right now because it can actually lock down the Roger. And as we all have seen from our ranked games, Roger's quite a big of a, it's a big problem.
Yeah, the thing is, I like the Roger. I for opportunity to really see as a Roger, I can get this kill. I can change a single kill to a triple kill.
Well, let's get straight into the portal. Let's see if that answer will come out here in the game. RSG and Onic for the first game.
Mid lane show. Marky on that Farsa. Baloyski already annoying LY4.
This is what you want to see from Onic, right? On this rough Firelight, you do have so much sustain, so much mobility, and so much of that just nuisance damage. Oh, but wait a minute, it might be turning around here. Baloyski, he might have bit too much, then he can chew. LY4 keeps on scratching at him. He is scratchy right now, and that's going to be the Razor first blood.
I think that's enough time bought by Onic Philippines. Yes, it's bad you give over the first blood so easy, but just the same, Onic Philippines, they're playing the map. Look how much confidence Dilarski already has. Hatred here, just kiting these two, Sana and Lolzy. Again, this is what I said earlier. Dilarski's gonna have to play a quarter of the map early on, and so far, he's doing okay.
Yeah, right now looking at RSG, they have a very good start. They just have to transition it a little bit better. Over on the gold lane, we can definitely see Baby Cakes as well as Marky. Baby Cakes getting engaged over here and probably able to survive. But RSG, they should use this advantage.
Yeah, but they've actually used so much in Baloyski now. He might have, again, went over, extending into the enemy jungle and to the enemy lanes. And it is going to be Sana. This is the reason that the Selena was in the keys to victory. Because it just puts so much pressure on the map. What Onic Philippines wants to do usually has just been shut down.
Right now, looking at the map, RSGSG 2-0. In terms of goal difference, it doesn't make a lot of difference. I really do believe that Onic Philippines, they can come back very, very easily, especially because they have the Farsa, they have the Yeast and Shin. They're not in that deadly territory as of yet, but from the side of RSG, they really should push this advantage a little bit further. They do have the Selena, they do have the Roger. Can they do anything with it?
Oh, but wait a minute. It's going to be an all-out collapse right now as Diablo goes in, but the way the Dragon will be able to connect onto LY4 right now with a lot of damage placed onto him. It's still able to run away for now, but it's going to be him taken down. Onic Philippines have gone in and made it on the board, but it's going to be Circling Eagle to go in for the re-engage. Hatred still able to run away for now, but it's going to be Kyrie going in, back and forth. The damage, it's going to be enough, but he's going to get taken down in the process of that. And Sana, he's hungry for more, but Larsky will be able to come out of that. RSG still maintaining the lead.
Sana is just a whole nother beast here, a different kind of mid laner. As compared to Hatred, who you gotta give it up to the young J-Lord, tried to find the perfect target, but it's just he wasn't able to pass it on to Kyrie and juggle, as you'll see here in the replay.
Yeah, right now looking at the replay, on the side of Onic Philippines, the way that they played against it, they're moving together a lot, and that is good and bad. Good because you're basically pushing all of the damage around everywhere, so perhaps you can delegate a little bit. But right now, Marky up top is getting targeted, and during the replay, Baby Cakes actually got a solo kill against Marky.
Yeah, the thing is, right, for Onic PH, with this Farsa pickup, they wanted to win lane.
Yep, they wanted to give Baby Cakes a hard time, but it looks like Marky, the new directive is to just hunker down. It's very difficult to win against a Clint at any point in the game. I guess that's why that hero is just so big right now.
Oh my god, but you can see the Selena has just been such a huge factor in the game. Hatred goes in for the way the Dragon, but instantly just cancelled away.
Right now, Onic Philippines, what they want to do is actually try to get some kind of pickups, right? Because right now, the Hatred is looking good 1-0-1. He has the high and dry. He should focus on one of the lanes because they kind of have to speed the game up slightly a bit, try to slow down the side of RSGSG. If they can't do that, then RSG will start to slowly hold the map, and it will become very difficult for Onic Philippines to start defending any of their objectives.
That's essentially what's happening with the side lanes. Farsa, the one thing that she has over the Clint is rotational speed. That's only a single dash on the Clint, and now look at this, Marky.
Oh my god, actually it's going to be Baby Cakes rotating and actually almost outplaying the enemy team. Onic, though, will be able to get in onto that with the Turtle now being targeted by RSG. It was a brilliant rotation by Onic to go and rotate to that top side. Look for trades because in that 5v5, they are not going to get anywhere against a Roger.
Yeah, this is what I said. They have to get this pickoffs because looking at the gold lane, Baby Cakes has been there alone for quite a while, so they really should target something like that.
Oh, but wait a minute, Circling Eagle all the way onto Hatred, Beloyski is there to help him out. But again, like I mentioned right now, it's actually Onic Philippines already turning the tables around, getting the gold back.
Yep, so far they've traded a few kills, 2 turtles for that huge turret up top. So yeah, we were mentioning earlier, shouldn't Farsa be winning this matchup? Apparently it just took a little while longer. They took the scenic route, and now 5 minutes in, top lane doesn't seem so safe. That's why they're sending 4 members over here, RSG, SG, looking for something.
Looking for something, but unfortunately will not be able to collapse onto anyone. They noticed that Onic Philippines have responded really well. They'll just go and back away. But for now, 60 seconds left until that turtle spawns.
Yeah, right now, what the side of Onic Philippines is doing is actually they're kind of winning this very, very slowly, because in terms of scaling in the late game, they're doing very, very well. As long as going to the team fights, especially during the Lord, if they can somehow control LY4 on this Roger, then they will really, I would say, the favorites to win this fight, because right now, Roger is being a little bit too passive for my own liking. So RSG, them playing this thing slowly is actually good for Onic.
But honestly, you know, to be honest, right, the Roger, it's really good in the early game. If you get that 1 kill, you're able to already get that lead. And with that lead, you can transition it to kills or just keep on farming. Hold on to that lead until a big fight happens. But right now, this is the banana split coming in from Onic PH. This is exactly what you want from this team.
Literally the banana split. And I guess that's what they're getting out of this rotational speed. That's the key word here, as Diablo just prancing on away from this 4-man siege ball. We're talking about the banana split. We're talking about pressure in the right places. And that's what Onic PH has done. Yes, early on, they traded out Beloyski 3 times. 3 times Rafael has died. But what has that done? It's given LY for a little bit of a gold lead, yes. And that's what we were talking about. He should have been able to snowball off of that. But now, Onic PH, they're up about almost 2.
Absolutely, that is beautiful, but look at this. Actually, RSG already looking for an engage of their own onto Dlarsky. He's going to get chased down. Consecration has been popped, but he's not going to be able to get him out of that situation. RSG picks up 1, but look at Hatred with the way the dragon under the turret to pick up a kill. There is nothing Sana can do. He's actually going to be zoned away, and that is another turret going down to the hands of Onic PH.
2 men trying to make the difference here. Lolzy, oh, he's taking LY4 with him!
Oh my god, the fight just keeps on going, but wait a minute, Marky goes in for the flame shot, is able to run away for now, but it's gonna be Kyrie picking up a kill. A 1-for-1 trade ensues in that purple buff, but it's still Onic PH coming out on top.
So now we see the clash of styles. You see how RSG, they're trying to still go for, we take kills and then we convert into objectives. Onic PH, not exactly like that. Maybe we'll take the objective first, and if you try to kill us, we'll go for the counter engage. And that's why we're seeing 7-5 in about 8 minutes now. It's those little kills that where they meet, that point of divergence and convergence between their strategies and their tactics.
Onic Philippines right now, they're playing very clean. They're playing the map very, very well. And this is why I say RSG, what they had to do was actually control the map a little bit better, because you don't want to give a team like Onic Philippines, where they know the map so well that they know the timings of the minions, they know the right time to actually push for this for this banana split kind of situation. And RSG, looking at how LY4 played just now, there was a lot of hesitation, and that is why I was personally worried him playing this kind of hero, because this is not one of those heroes you hesitate. This is one of those heroes you just turn your brain off, press a few buttons, and then just get kills.
This has just been such a treat to watch. RSG with the initial just, you know, heavy aggression coming in. Not aggression, but good response, right? The aggression was actually from Onic PH, but Onic PH, they weren't able to use that aggression in the early stage, but it all, you know, it all really just made that mid-game possible.
And that's the beautiful thing to me. We're waiting for a team fight to happen here. It's Sana who's trying to engage with that Abyssal Arrow. EVOS SG and RSG, they're so different. Yet they always somehow meet at the top of MPL SG. And that's the thing here. Yesterday, we were so used to EVOS SG going start, stop, until we find something that sticks. RSG SG, no. They will try to hammer down on you, hunt you down, and then go for something. And that's what's making this match so bittersweet for me. It's like, I want them to do something. I want them to find it. But just the same, I know Onyx not going to let that happen, but wait, they catch Beloyski.
Yeah, Beloyski caught off guard right now. It's LY4 scratching him on the back. It's going to be Dlarsky actually trying to distract the enemy members, going in for the consecration as well. It's going to be Onyx just using that poke to zone away the members of RSG. As in the top side, it's actually a solo kill by Hatred onto the Esmeralda. Dlarsky, this is what you want from him. When he starts scaling, he becomes an absolute monster, zoning 4 members away, and Onyx picking up the objectives, man.
What? I mean, Delarski, amazing distraction play. He survived running through 4, but off camera, it was a 1v1 victory by Hatred over Diablo, Show over Esmeralda. You saw J-Lord, you saw Hatred dancing before this game. Now he brought out his moves. I'm just sad we didn't get to see it.
Yeah, right now it looks like RSG, they can't follow up with what Onic Philippines wants to do. It's like, wait, you're at top, wait, you're at mid, you're at bottom, they're everywhere. Onic Philippines is everywhere.
They're everywhere, and they don't know what to do against them. What time is it? It's Onic time! Right now, in the 10th minute of the game, this is where they find their comfort. A 4,000 gold lead by splitting up the map, playing it partly onto the objectives, and it has just been a smooth road for them since that first turret.
I have a question now for RSGSG. In terms of scaling, they should have at least some sort of late game insurance, right? Diablo should be nigh unkillable later on. Baby Cake should be a walking bit of artillery. Sana can try to find those long stuns. But Onic PH, the way that they're playing, it seems like they're not going to allow it. So this is really Onic PH's game to lose right now.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I feel like they didn't really utilize that early aggression, the early game lead that they had. They could have gone for way more fights, but look at this, it's going to be Hatred already. Again, zoning Diablo off of his turret. The threat alone, even if you don't use the Way the Dragon, just you being there, it's going to scare all the opponents, man. And RSG, they're on full defense mode right now with the Lord marching down in the bottom side, actually already hitting onto that inhibitor turret. What do they have to do? What can they do? Look at Larsky. He is playing with no respect. 1v4 in the midst of it all, and he's not taking damage. But wait a minute, it's actually the missed arrow connection on the Boyski. He's gonna get taken out with the Dragon after use. He's gonna be, oh my god, another kill picked up. 1-for-1 as of right now. But again, it's the turrets just falling one by one for RSG. Onic using this properly.
Great trade, Baloyski for Baby Cakes and then 2 inhibitors. I'll take that trade any day, twice on Sundays. And now 12 minutes in, we have a Lord already. This is permanent damage to RSG SG's base. There's so much that they need to do to catch up.
Yeah, right now, this is why I said RSGSG, they really should control the map, because the way that their draft is really being set up, how are you going to engage anything? What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to go for a team fight? Are you trying to go for a pick? Right now, RSG, it looks like they're not too sure what they are trying to do.
They're trying to kill Dlarsky. That's what they are trying to do. It's not working because Dlar is just so tanky. You can see that the anti-regen has actually been built by the side of RSG. But look at Dlarsky. Again and again, he gets stunned up, but it won't do anything. He's just going to tank everything up.
It's not even the Purify Uranus. It's a Flicker Uranus. So that means he's more likely to be aggressive and put on those Ionic Edge stacks to hurt you.
Oh, but wait a minute. Once again, Onic, they are just so good at these sieges. Look at how they destroyed 3 inhibitor turrets without us even noticing. The way that they play the map is literally just beautiful.
Yeah, right now, again, RSGSG, they still have an opportunity to actually come back, but they have to look at the Esmeralda. They have to look at Diablo. Diablo has to initiate something. Personally, it would be better if they can actually get Marky, but as of right now, it's almost impossible to even penetrate the front line that is Dlarsky.
It's just honestly so hard for anyone to get onto Dlarsky, even if he gets stunned up.
Yeah, Dlarsky is more than just the front line. He's actually the back line, the side line, every line. He's literally everywhere. So
He's a circle.
He's omnipresent is the word. He's literally where you don't want him to be, and that's what's making RSGSG's comeback so much more difficult.
Yeah, again, Mark, he just goes in. Oh my god, the snipes from downtown. That
Marky
was
business.
nasty. What the heck?
It's Marky business, man.
It's Marky business, and again, it's going to be Dlarsky just being such a nuisance in that front line.
Right now, RSG, they are being pressured very, very highly. The only way that they can actually do this well is if Dlarsky just all of a sudden forgot how to play, maybe go to the base, which you don't even have to go to the base. He can literally just live in RGS's space.
Yeah, he can literally just
walk up. This is his new home.
This is his new home. Welcome home, Dlarsky. This is Singapore.
Yeah. He's Onic, RSG, PHSG, Dlarsky.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's just really honestly, it's disgusting to see. Dlarsky, he's taking everything. He's not like he's trying to dodge anything either.
Yeah.
He's just taking everything front. Oh my god,
Actually,
look at that. By the distraction, Onic PH already starting up the enhanced
On the
Lord.
contrary, he would like to catch everything, right?
Yeah.
Peel, get the circling eagle on him, bait out something from RSGSG. speed it up to the rest of Onic PH, and that's what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, he bait all the abilities. This is time for Onic to just go wild. Oh my god. Marky, stop! That was disgusting. Stop doing this.
Fly by flame shot.
Oh my
Fly
god.
by flame shot.
Fly by. I like the sound of that, but look at this. The 3 waves. No, actually, the 2 waves. They don't even need 3 waves. They're just gonna go in. Diablo using that falling star moon to go and defend. But look at the zoning from Vlarski. They're just able to do so much damage. LY4 going for the last desperate moment, but the base, it's gonna be targeted. But wait a minute, RSG, they might have found a second win. Kyrie needs to back away. LY4 is hungry for more, but look, it is actually still RSG able to defend.
Close call. They're gonna have all 5 members though. You gotta give it up to RSG still. 8-9. The kill score would not say everything, but again, they're gonna have a round 2 at the siege. Oh
The
my
damage!
God.
The enhanced forward almost takes him down, and there you go. That's game number 1 for Onic PH. Or do they want to trade? That is the question. That's what makes it so hard for them to respond to these plays. But it is
in their early game time, their mid game time, as well as their late game time. For the side of RSG, they need to get to the mid lane a little bit early.
what they need to do is to weather out the storm.
Yeah, again, that level 1 to 4 are gonna be key for Onic to survive, and then they're in the driver's seat. Into the Land of Dawn we go. It is confirmed to be a mid lane show. I'm wondering who has the roam items here. It's gotta be Sana at this point.
I mean, it could be the both of them. This is the thing that RSG, they do like to do. They want to play double roam. It is kind of okay when you have both of them on, but it makes the game a little bit slower just because you're going to have your items as well as your level a little bit later.
Yeah, and there you go. Already Hatred playing very, very aggressively into that mid lane, taking Lolz to half HP, but it is going to be LY4 with that early aggression, with the initiation to get that little Wanderer. As Onic Philippines, they are just going to go for the normal path onto the Eastern Shin. Doesn't really want to go for anything too crazy just yet.
Here you see the difference already, the little adjustments that even Onic PH has done. Playy is not going over to LY4 anymore. So he understands that the tempo has changed. He understands that this is their window. 1 to 4. If we play it right between here and then, it'll be all right. And up top, wow, I'm so impressed. Dilarski is actually winning against Diablo.
Yeah, but right now we have to look at the gold lane because we do see that both these teams, they understand that this is the lane that they have to watch. The Larski going up against the Diablo, let's put them on the island. This is a 1v1. Let's respect the big boys over here and try to see who is actually going to win in the lower stage of the map. And we can see that Yi and Shin is already pathing down there.
Yeah, but you can see the pressure already, man. Just the dominance that has just been asserted by Marky alone. Now with Yi Shin also in that bottom side, it's going to make it really hard for this Clint to do anything. Maybe even a dive coming in here as Onic Philippines. Just take half of that turret gold away before the turtle even spawns.
Right now looking at the turtle RSG, they are... I would say they should force this out. They got the first blood. LY4 1v1 against Beloyski over there. But right now, will he continue this? Loisy is there.
Yeah, he actually didn't use that lethal counter to get the kill, so it's actually very possible for this to keep on going. Vlarski, he needs to be careful. Lolzy has the way the dragon will not choose to use it just yet. He is just going to be able to zone Vlarski away, and that is going to be the turtle taken away. But hey, look at him, damage! Goes in for more and picks up the kill once again. LY4 trying to run away now. He's going to be taken down as well by Kyrie, who joins in the fight. Diablo, he's jumping in. He's trying to look for a trade, and he'll get it. It's a 2-for-1 for Onic PH.
Nasty. Mountain Shocker kill aside, you gotta respect that aim on. And yes, at this point, Hatred, he doesn't have his sustain just yet. But wait till he does. Wait till he starts rotating and starts taking down Baby Cakes. So far, one thing we can say about Baby Cakes is he's holding his own against his Popolin Koopa down bottom against Marky, who you must note is using weapon mastery. He's looking to build those items to even more be a threat to RSGSG's objectives. And I guess that's why they're babysitting Beloyski. They sent him over there, they understood, and they smelt that maybe Lolzy, maybe Sana, they might be looking for a kill here, and they're looking to let Marky ramp up.
Yeah, right now, looking at the items, Kyrie Dick, he's going for that War Axe a little bit earlier over here. And once he completes that, I feel like that is the sign to go. That's the sign that, okay, Amon, you can burst out anyone. right now, Marky over here as well, I would suggest that he has a lot of damage. They can go much more aggressive right now from the side of Onic Philippines.
Yeah, but the thing is, do they want to be that aggressive, right? It is a 1,000 gold lead already built from no kills, and there you have it once again. Wait a minute, there's going to be Sana going for the Mr. Arrow. Holy Baptism gets him out of there, and that is why that Rafaela just does so much. And in the midst of it all, it's going to be Marky picking up the turret, flickering away, and a beautiful level macro. But wait a minute, it's going to be RSG collapsing onto the bottom side, and Marky will be the victim of that engage.
Yeah, that is exactly what they have to do. Even if they have to burn their spells, just go for it. You have to push on this lead, control the map. But still, on the Philippines, they're doing good and then engage.
Too much! Too much that Lozy committed underneath the turret. There's still a shield here, and now Hatred, just like that first fight in mid that extended into the jungle, they're gonna take down Baby Cakes here. There's too much burst on this Amon.
Oh, wait a minute, it's actually gonna be Baby Cakes. Yep, there you go. There's the ultimate coming in to finish him off. But yeah, that was
food.
Oh, just playing with his food, agree, but
The cakes.
the
He's
cakes.
playing with the cakes.
Playing with the cakes, playing with his food, whatever you want to say it right here. It was RSG making a misplay in the bottom side, and it is going to cost him a lot. With Onic Philippines taking the turtle, and Larsky just being such a nuisance, but with the Dragon will be able to connect right now. It's going to be a lot of damage placed on Larsky. The Furious Dive as well to chain it all down, and finally he gets taken down.
Okay. This is still early game. We're still playing in the first 5 minutes. Can't expect the Larsky, despite having the Purify, he chose not to use the Consecration, so he understood. I must say though, why the Purify if he did not even commit fully to trying to stay alive? I guess it's just Onic having a little bit more leeway. They understand that they're in control. They pushed 2 lanes already, top and bottom. And so far, RSG not able to get anything in return, but they're keeping the kill score close. This is very reminiscent of Game 1.
Yeah, right now looking at RSG, they're moving as a unit. They're moving as a group, looking like they're worried in case Hatred comes in, trying to burst anyone out. So it is a good idea, but I feel RSG, they really should set up somewhere around the turtle side, because I feel with their composition, they can actually win a fight over there, but they just have to be careful of this Amon.
And there you go, the kill. Oh, Hatred jumps in, but it's actually going to be baited away, and that's it. Oh my god! Losey goes for the way the Dragon, but Kyrie in a 1v3 jumps in and picks up another 1-for-1. That is worth it for RSG, because Hatred has been getting a lot done, but Marky actually starting to lose these 1v1s up top.
The key to taking down Marky is to compromise Koopa. That's how he fell down bottom underneath, where eventually Onic still got a trade. So yeah, that was a close victory for Baby Cakes, but he just did not have the confidence just yet to go ahead and be the aggressor, as he shouldn't, At this point, 6 minutes in, I think Baby Cakes should still play it safe. Baby Cakes should still try to ramp up, and then eventually when they have these 3v4, 4v4 fights, Lolzy gets caught out, that's when they get their timer. But right now, big fight!
Yeah, big fight comes in. He's going to leave the counter place already. Kyrie has nowhere to go, and he's going to get taken down. Diablo, he gets out, and Marky, he needs to be careful. He can't go anywhere again. LY4 picking up the double and the turtle to put it on top.
Diablo is playing beautifully right now. 2-0-2 on this Yuzong. Not only can he initiate well, but he chooses the right targets. Right now, RSG looking like with this Yuzong pick is the way for them to win the team fight.
That was just really, really good for the side of RSG, man. They played it really well, and that is the reason that they have been able to come out on top in the group stage. They need to go for more of that. They need to push the pace.
Yeah, right now looking back into the replay, this is why I say Diablo is playing so well. Lolzy got caught over here. Diablo just goes inside, engages, and instantly goes Flag Dragon form, hitting his skills onto multiple people, hitting that Dragon Tail, and getting the shot resist just to make sure that he stays alive. And in this kind of team fight, especially if Onic Philippines still want to try out that banana split, the Yuzong can definitely travel from basically all parts of the map.
Yeah. He landed the Petrify on like 3 or 4 dudes, and it was beautiful. So yeah, that Yuzong pick in the first phase in the draft, paying dividends for RSG so far. Now it's time for Onic BH to recover. They've shrunk the gold lead. RSG are 400 away, but still They're back on the banana split, about 1,000 gold ahead. Onic PH, they left Delarski, so maybe this is Delarski's window. Maybe they just bought time for the Delarski Express.
But it's actually really good for the side of RSG Singapore, right? They do have the map split to a very good place for them. And now Lolzy already trying to look for an opening in the team fight. But remember, Onic, they can go for these crazy team fights as well. And LY4, he's caught off guard. He's going to be baby kicks, kiting them away. And Onic can't go for any engage. One thing that their composition lacks is a reliable source of engage. They don't have anyone. They just go straight at them. So RSG, anytime they don't see a good fight, they can just back away, whereas they can pull the trigger anytime they want as well.
Look at Baloyski, just fearless. Face checking into traps, using that first skill on the Rafaela to see if anyone's hiding in the bush. That's exactly how you play these moments, but yeah, almost mini heart attack moment when he got caught, and then whoa, even Lolzy thought about it. Should I come in, wave the dragon you? Maybe not.
Yeah, looking at this game right now, I'm actually happy to see LY4's progression, where he used to be a marksman one trick as well, but right now he has given up the carry position over to his own team, playing a more tanky kind of hero, more heavy in the front side, showing RSG they've really grown up and say, you know what, LY4, I'm the leader, I'm going to go in front, I'm going to trust you guys to do the damage, and right now RSG is looking much better compared to game 1.
The questions for game number 1 was that can they fix the little mistakes that they made in the first game into game 2? It's a very hard thing to ask for a team, especially considering that they only had a few minutes to go in. But oh my god, Lolzy goes over the way the dragon in this game, but connect onto Marky. He's going to get shut down, and boom, bada bing. It's going to be an all-out fight coming in with one on the board. It's going to be another one picked up. 2 for 1 for Kyrie. He jumps back and forth. He picks up a double, and he's looking for more. Diablo keeps on jumping in, but Kyrie, oh my god, beautiful kiting as he looks for another kill. He dashes forward, and Hatred picks it up. A 5 for 2.
Literally the equivalent of what Kyrie did was he slipped on a banana peel and turned it into a moonwalk and then just swaggered on through, resulting in a wipeout. I don't know how he dictated and how he predicted that LY4 would dash on through the wall, but he used it to his advantage, triggered the passive on the Eastern Shin, wiped out RSGSG with the help of Baloyski, and got a free lord in 10 minutes, almost 11. That was masterfully played.
Yeah, absolutely, Kyrie. He was like, yo, Delarski, you controlled the first game. I want a little bit of my time on screen as well.
What?
Yeah, honestly, Kyrie played just like yesterday, you know, when he played with us. Anyways, right now, Onic Philippines, they're looking so good. They're flashing their mechanical skills, and right now, RSGSG, I think even they were surprised. I think they have to take a sit back and like, okay, we got to restructure our plan. We need to reprioritize the heroes. If they can get onto Kyrie, that's great, but the question is, can you get onto Kyrie?
Can you get onto Kyrie? That's the reason the Season Shin is just so lethal. That first ability is unstoppable. You want to use anything. As long as he times it properly, there's no way you can cancel that. So look at this. Right now with a 6.7 thousand gold lead with the Lord also marching down the bottom side. Delarski doing what he can. This is not looking good for RSG as again, they don't have a lot of that high ground. Damn it! Hatred! What was that? It just goes in and boom! Sana disappears out of the map. Onic are looking to go to match point, and Delarski will be leading the charge inside the base. Diablo trying to do what he can, but he's going to get taken down in the end. Onic are just ferocious. They are vicious, but RSG, they don't want to give it up. They're the host. They want to come back, but Onic just keeps on giving it to him.
It's Onic time. It's Onic time. I mean, a game looking like they can take this just direction.
But the thing is, even if they do take the Tamus, I would argue that Onic Philippines, they still have a lot of choices. This is the thing about EXP late. There's a lot, even the Esmeralda. So they took the Esmeralda over here, but it does show that his Paquito is going to the jungle.
There it is. The Tamus pick already predicted and instantly taken away by the side of Onic Philippines. Remember, 5 times this hero has been picked up and is still sitting at a 0% win rate. Not a good hero. I mean, technically, in the M3 stage, statistically, it's not a good hero.
Not yet, but slowly we have seen the rise of the win rates on heroes like Eastern Shin. So Tams might fall in that basket. And here we see, could be a side lane. Lilia, Marky, we saw him do this in the group stage, so nothing too crazy for Onic PH. They're staying the course. They're playing just little calibrations, little iterations of what they did in the series so far, and that's just riding momentum.
This is why it's so weird, because they can really do anything with their draft right now. They can put Beatrix gold, they can put Beatrix mid. Same thing with Lilia. Lilia, I would say putting it a gold probably is a little bit better in terms of investing where you put this Lilia at, just because the mage will always outrange the marksman. And the Lolita is coming in. Will this be enough of a game changer? And looks like it's going to be a Matilda mid.
Yeah, I was about to say you need something to counter that damage that's going to come through and just shred your front line. And the shielding from Lolita, it's going to do wonders.
Yeah, could be the hard stop to Onic PH's streak. But again, Lolzy, he's tried game 1, game 2. I'm thinking where he's mentally right now. You have to be ready as a Lolita. You have to be standing right in front. It's going to be that Rafaela, Nate, and Beatrix just roaming around. If he gets spotted by a Holy Baptism, man, how do you even stop that? How do you even charge up your new... No, Lilia is actually a foil to Lolita. Now we mention it. So there's that interaction as well.
Well, let's get straight into the game. Onic Philippines with match point. Will they be able to close it out right here? Or will the host team, RSG Singapore, pull it back? Lolzy already doing a lot of damage onto Hatred with that follow from Sana, taking Hatred really, really low, forcing the regeneration early on.
Right now, looking at the goal lane, we can see that the Clint is already seeing who is at mid, and he doesn't want to leave. He's just going to stay down there, and he's just going to farm very, very safely. So right now, Onic Philippines, in a way, they've already won that lane just because of that matchup.
Yep, so that's bottom lane, right? Let's talk about mid. There's so much money in mid. There's so much that need the funnel, right? We've seen the funnel strategy from about 2 years in ML history. We just mentioned gold lane. Onic PH got it on lock. Let's now talk about mid again. Onic PH, that's where they want to put their money. It's all on Nathan, it's all on Hatred, and then Beloy is just going to babysit him.
You know, I want to go back to the gold lane a little bit here because, again, it is a first blood. You actually faced this Lilia in the gold lane yesterday. Tell me why it's so hard and why even pro players struggle to do this. But wait a minute, Larsky is already going for a duel, and in the jungle of Onic, RSG already making moves here, but instant response from Onic. Lolzy goes in for a stun, but only onto Beloyski. A little bit of a mistap, perhaps. But yes, back onto that gold lane.
Yeah, the reason why it's so difficult going up against this Lilia, number one, she outranges you. She can deal damage, and you can't. That's a good trait over there. And at level 1, you have 2 skills. There's a lot of combination there. So in a way, you just win a lot in level 1.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Again, it is already 5 seconds left until the first turtle spawns in. RSG, right now, they do have some pressure, but not for the waves, and Lolzy already missing out on that. It's going to be Kyrie waiting in the bush, and there we go. The entropy has been used. It's going to be LY4 dealing a lot of damage, but look at the comeback. Look at the plays by Onic, just waiting it around and using the abilities to their maximum potential, picking up a 1-for-1.
Tempo-wise, I'd say Onic came out the winner there. They do have a better positioning when it comes to the turtle take. And this run-in by Diablo, not going to be good for him. He doesn't have his ult. He has a flicker, yes. But just like that, 2 for 1, yes, in that first engage. Still, Onic looking like they can take this turtle really easy.
Yeah, very easy at that, but wait a minute, it might not be that easy. RSG, they're looking to contest with only 4 members here. Let's see, with the health bar running low, it's actually going to be not... Dude, Kyrie wasn't there. The turtle would be slain, but Larsky, he wants to go for the re-engage right now with the fallout coming in. Lolzy, will he be able to survive? He's going to get taken down, but Onic, they find something back, even though RSG got the turtle.
Yeah, looking at that last team fight, Onic Philippines, they weren't really sure whether they want to commit or not, and that's where RSG, they caught him sleeping. They went ahead and grabbed the turtle for themselves. But looking at the damage, Onic Philippines is looking very good. They're looking at that Lolita. Once the shield is down, they're just going to go straight in.
That's a good trade, I'd say. Just give up the turtle, RSGSG, LY4 not going to be able to use it much because slowly the firepower on this mid-money lineup is building up. Even LY4 has to think twice, even with Lolzy, if he's able to dive this bush that has the 3 members of Onic in it. So yeah, I think slowly, this 1K gold lead, almost 2K, will slowly grow. And look at this. Hatred knows.
Oh, the damage! LY4 LY4, oh my god, he almost one-shots Hatred.
He knows, but he didn't know.
He knows, but he didn't know. But wait a minute, it's going to be actually Dlarsky caught in the midst of it all. The falling star move to end it all. And RSG, they found two out of nowhere. Kyrie, though, he's right there for the backup. Will he go to the bottom side? It looks like he won't. He's just going to give it up.
It's back-to-back not knowing, right? Marky and Dlarsky also got surprised there.
Yeah, but oh my god, Kyrie needs to be careful. The damage, oh my god, that is insane. LY4 with this Paquito. We saw it in the group stages, and now we see it again. The impact, man.
The thing is, he hasn't completed his item just yet. He's going for the War Axe. It's not completed. Once it is, it's going to be a very tough time for the backline from the side of Onic Philippines to actually sustain this damage. However, I do feel like Onic Philippines, in terms of controlling the game, they still have the advantage, especially Beatrix in mid can clear the lane much faster than Matilda. So theoretically, any kind of rotation, Onic will be there first.
Yep. Initiative on the side of Onic PH, but I must commend LY4. I am loving that he's in his comfort. I'm loving that he has a hero that is both self-sustaining and is a killing machine on its own. I think that's the problem with the Balmond earlier. He had to have Onic PH make a mistake to overcommit and get eaten up by that lethal counter. This time around, he's so comfortable in his skin.
Oh, but they gotta be careful here. Onic PH realizing that RSG wants to play the bottom side. They instantly rotate to the top side, and Diablo is caught in the 1v4 right now. Let's see if he can run away. He will be, but it is going to be the trade. The turtle for that top side tier 1.
I kind of feel like it is worth the trade, but right now, Hatred over there looking very yummy, but LY4 was not there, and this is a problem. The Beatrix just clears the lane much easier compared to the Matilda. So in terms of defense as well as offense, Onic still looking good. The Dlarsky over here in the bot side of the map.
Oh, but wait a minute. It's going to be Onic again jumping in. Diablo is going to get taken down. The turret will fall as well, but RSG, they're going to go for engage as well. It is going to be a lot of damage placed. It is still the Vengeance popped in. Dlarsky still surviving right now, looking for the outplay, but the damage is just certainly too much for him to handle. Baby Cakes picks up one, but Onic PH, they've actually found the better trade here. Not only getting that top side turret, but also rotating to the mid lane and splitting their resources in. It is going to be the collapse though. RSG, can they go for more? The answer is no.
Onic PH stonks are way up. They could have even forced top lane, but RSGSG, they knew. Across that whole trade for the turtle and for the kill on Dlarsky, Onic PH got 2 turrets. Those are permanent objectives that will never ever respawn. So yeah, when it comes down to Onic PH's long game, I'm guessing, yeah, this 1K gold lead is not where they want to be, but it is great in the whole grand scheme of things.
Yeah, right now, RSG, if they can somehow answer back by getting 2 turrets up top, maybe they can equalize this a little bit, making sure that they do not have a clear disadvantage when it comes to objectives.
Yeah, he's already moving up to the top side, trying to get some turrets out of there. But remember, Onic PH, they already got the mid lane turret on the bottom side. It is going to be Diablo jumping into 2 members. Kyrie will just choose to back away for now, as Onic has just taken another turret. What makes this easy for Onic is that they have that mid side opened up, but Beloyski's gonna get engaged on right now, and the follow-up just there. Kyrie has nowhere to go. Actually, he still manages to survive, not for long though. Baby Cake finds him, and LY4 on the back of it all. He gets one. Dlarsky is all that is left of Onic. He's gonna get taken down, and Marky, he has nowhere to go. He's gonna go back away. RSG have found that winning fight.
LY4 relentless. He is a predator pugilist on that Paquito. He hunted down Hatred, and that was his one job. He tunnel visioned into the Beatrix, and he got the job done.
Oh my goodness, LaFell, what just happened to that team fight? RSG out of nowhere, they just pulled the trigger, and Onic Philippines, they crumbled.
Yeah, right now we can see that Onic Philippines, in terms of their drive, they're really good in terms of actually pushing. But Team RSGSG, they got a good fight in their own jungle because it is such a small space, making it very easy for LY4 to actually focus on one target at a time. And the fact that he managed to get Hatred over there, the damage onto the Paquito is very minuscule. But the damage that he himself can dish out, that's amazing. LY4, just like what Leo has said, this is the perfect mix for him. Tankiness as well as damage.
self-sufficient in the jungle, self-sufficient roaming everywhere on the map, and that killer instinct is just all shown here in the game, already equalizing, not just equalizing, but also actually getting a little bit of the gold lead. But what RSG needs to do right now is keep at it, use this lead to get more on the board, and right now, they're doing really good in terms of rotations. Maybe not though, because it's actually going to be Onic PH going for the bottom side, and this might be a disaster. Sana putting all of their resources to go onto Dlarsky, and they're losing a lot in that bottom side.
They're still trading huge on the map. Diablo gonna have to back out here. That's 4 members, 2 of them marksmen. Yes, Babygate can try to push up top, but the damage is done. Inhibitor popped.
Yeah, again, RSG, Sana, he doesn't have to serve the Eagle, but Bloisky, he's gonna get taken very, very low right there. Still has the only back and the turn comes in. LY4 already taken out the buy. I don't think it's wise to go for more, but RSG, they still forced to fight. What is this? It's gonna be a turnaround. Oh my god! Baby Cakes comes in to turn it all around. Dlarsky versus Baby Cakes. Will it be the Maniac or will it be Dlarsky pulling it back? It's gonna be the kite away, but Dlarsky falls back, and the triple kill for both of the marksmen for Onic and RSG.
That was an amazing team fight coming in from both of these teams. And right now, from the side of RSG, they really have to respect the push coming in from Onic Philippines, because again, they can push very, very hard. They have the Beatrix, they have the Nathan, they also have the Lilia. The Lilia can clear the lanes very, very fast. So right now, Diablo can't be alone. He can sustain, sure, but he can't clear the lanes fast enough. Looking at the itemization over here, LY4 is looking very strong. Now he just finished his Hunter Strike. If he can somehow flank from behind, Onic Philippines is in trouble.
Yeah, again, Bloisky just gets caught out. He still has a holy healing, but not for long. It's going to be Sana picking up the kill, and now it might be a free lord to the hands of the hosts.
If Onic PH were doing turrets or kills for turtles earlier on, Lords for the same at this point in the game, 10 minutes in, might not be a good deal.
You see that he even charges through the vengeance, the damage of LY4 as he outplays Marky. Oh my god! Onic have been wiped out! It's time for RSG to shine!
But the decision making on Kyrie, he went up and said, I don't care, I'm going to take this Lord, you are not going to get this, and I think there's still a great window for Onic PH to defend.
We were talking about how RSG have to use the break well, and they used it very well. Right now, from the side of RSG, the thing that I like the most is they actually played the side lanes better. Now they're actually paying attention to Baby Cakes. They're paying attention to Diablo. Baby Cakes right now, 6-1 and 6 score, plays so good, being able to kite out a lot of damage and able to dish out a lot of damage as well. RSGSG, right now, this is their game to lose.
Slowly, this is the passing of the baton from LY4. The first 10 minutes of the game is all about LY4. It was the LY4 show. Now, it's time for Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes grown up.
Baby Cakes grew up very, very fast, actually.
Adult Cakes.
The triple kill. What? Adult Cakes?
Sure, why not, right?
Sure, why not? It is Adult Cakes now. Let's see what happens here. Will he be able to take that baton and carry the team? Because look at Onic. They're just relentless. Even after losing a 5v5, they still are on the pace. They are the one pushing forward. And RSG are the ones on the back foot.
I gotta say, it's all on that last call by Kyrie. Imagine if the Lord went over, the RSGSG could have been over, because that's permanent buffs on your minions. You might not be able to get the inhibitor. More likely you were, though, because top lane, that's been worked on by Baby Cakes about past 8 minutes. But talking about that one last call, Kyrie was going to die anyways. There was no way that a Nathan from the jungle was going to survive a 1v4 like that. But just the same, that's what's kept Onic here still in the driver's seat and somehow still threatening a 3-0 sweep.
But honestly, these fights are all going to come down to how Lolzy plays with the shields, because you can see that he actually nullifies a lot of that damage. And now Lolzy already going in for the stun. It's going to be a lot of damage pace, and Bloisky is going to still be able to run away for now, but very low HP. That was a lot of damage taken, but he still manages to survive somehow.
Merkel, you called it. During the draft, you already said that RSG, based on the draft, they want to play a front-to-back kind of team fight, and that's what they've been doing all this time. Lolzy being very, very confident, staying in the front, making sure that he tanks a lot of the damage, because as we can see, one of the things that I like to see during the RSG team fights is just that the amount of juggling of damage. First, you can see that, they're focusing heavy on LY4, and then the rest of the team's like, hey, hit me next, hit me! And this has become a problem where Onic Philippines, it makes it very difficult for them to focus on anyone specifically, just because RSG, they force the side of Onic Philippines because a lot of the damage is basic attack damage. And yeah, RSG, they're handling the team fights so well right now.
It's honestly insane how they're playing these team fights, but remember, they gotta stay disciplined up until the very end, because even though they've been winning these team fights so far, Onic has been one step ahead every single time for the side of the objectives, and that is, in the end, what wins you games.
Off of the back of a great Numenon Blast and a Circling Eagle, RSG has just the perfect team fight if they can set it up. If they can set it up this whole time, Beloisi just try to bait out these ults, bait out these skills, and that's what he's doing here exactly. All the while, Delarski is splitting up the map. As you can see, 1-3-1. The members of RSG understand that the map is just as important. But Onic PH, look at how fixated they are on this river.
Oh, but they gotta be careful though. Look at the Esmeralda. He actually has some minion. I mean, just one minion.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna be able to get something done, but yeah, I thought it was gonna be a minion with full HP, but no, it's only a 1H, literally 1 bar minion. Let's see what happens here, because actually, again, Onic Philippines with the inhibitor that they have been able to take early on, it's a huge pressure spot for them.
Right now, both the teams, they have to put on their dancing shoes because right now it's a tango. The Lord is there. Onic Philippines, they have the situation where they can push to end. RSGSG, they really have to play this out well. You really hyper-focus on the Lord, focusing on the team fight, but they have to look at the side lanes. This is going to be a long tango.
It is going to be an extremely long tango. Look at the side lane pressure. Everyone is trying to micromanage everything right now, and it is going to be extremely hard for both teams. Very frustrating for anyone, as Lorski already hitting onto that inhibitor turn on the top side. Diablo actually wanted, and he tried. He did. He was able to get that the prio into that mid lane by cutting the waves, but now it is just an all-out 1v1 in that Lord Pit as well. Not much of a fight. Both teams just poking, just looking for the right moment to go in, because right now it is actually going to favor Onic PH very much so, with Larsky waiting in the back. This can be it, guys. This might be the final fight. Whoever wins this one might win the series. Larsky jumps in onto 2 members for now. Not a lot of damage placed as well. LY4 is actually going to go for the flanks. Not going to be able to get anything done. It's going to be Larsky backing away, and he is taking a half HP. Not half. He's taking to a quarter of health right now. And Onic, they're forced to back away now. The re-engage comes in for RSG. Far side with Honor 2 is going to be able to connect onto Kyrie, but now still has nowhere to go, and he's going to get taken down. RSG with the comeback, they're going to be able to get 2 on the board, but it's only an immortality for now. The Vengeance pop, and RSG will be able to pick up the Lord for free.
Yeah, right now, what happened was RSGSG, they full-on engage, and Diablo actually managing to get onto Kyrie, getting onto multiple people, really slowed them down, enough for Baby Kicks to dish out the damage. From the side of Onic Philippines, they really tried to bait out the Lord, but the Lolita, again, just having good positioning, making sure that Baby Kicks is alive, because right now, Lolzy is looking at the entire team. All of you, yeah, you take care of yourself. I'm only going to take care of Adult Kicks right now.
Adult Kicks with that flick shot, taking out Kyrie in quick fashion. It's gotta be frustrating, something awful here for Onic PH, because on paper they should have the easier engages. They just need basic attacks. They just need that one holy baptism and Delarski to peel. But again, we just saw in that last big team fight, it took them about 1.5 minutes to try to find that perfect angle. They almost did, but just off of a single Adult Cakes engage, people just drop.
I feel like the main reason for that is because Onic PH, they don't really have a reliable source of engage. Sure, they have the stun, but it's not reliable to get onto anyone, right? You need to flicker forward, you need to look for these crazy engages, whereas RSG, they can just go for Lolzy can engage. We have Matilda, we have Paquito as well.
Yeah, and the thing about the Lolita, again, we've been talking about Luminum Blast, you don't necessarily need to stun. Even the slow is enough.
Absolutely, but look at this. The siege continues. RSG actually, Onic, we're really good at defending that. Falling Star Moon onto the back line, trying to zone away the members, but it is still Onic defending, and we still have a game on our hands. That was a beautiful defense by Onic PH, taking away that Lord. I didn't even see it spawn. I mean, I did, but it just disappeared in that top side.
Yeah, no, I saw exactly what Marky did. He planted like a bajillion glooms in one underneath and just cleaned the house with the help of Hatred. So I understand now what RSGSG is doing. They know that they're the aggressors. They know that they're ahead about 4K. So what Onic PH is trying to do here is trying to split them up, but it's not as easy. I see now how Onic PH, their plan is so fragile in the face of a Numenon Blast. And I'm not even talking about a full-on hit, just the threat of activation spreads out the marksmen, the softies on the side of Onic.
This is why I love Mobile Legends, man, because a hero that you did not thought would be good in the meta right now, it can really shift right back into it. This is amazing. I love the creativity coming in from all these players, and the fact that they can use it up to this level just by having that one hero basically shutting down the Nathan as well as the Beatrix, which is the main damage dealers, the main win condition for on the Philippines. This is great.
Yeah, the last time we saw Lolita, it was M1. Literally, right? The last time we've seen it like being in the meta, like very constantly picked up, it was M1. And it's showing up again right here with none of the analysts predicting that this can come up like this.
Basically 2019, 2 years ago, 2 years and change is when we last saw Lolita on top of the meta game. For now, she's slowly climbing back up, and in so many games in just the group stage and even the playoffs here in M3, she was the game changer, and right now that seems to be the case. It's so true.
I'm proud of her. She's doing well.
She is doing well, but Lolzy is doing also well with this hero. Let's see what they can do. 50 seconds on the clock for the Enhanced Lord to spawn once more. 19 minutes of gameplay already as Lolzy. That shielding has to be the main problem.
0-3-15 on the roamer from RSG SG. He was here for about 75-80% almost of the team fights and the kills that RSG SG were able to win. That's got to be something. That's got to say something as compared to the way he played in Game 1 and Game 2. He's really setting the pace. He's really just everything that RSG SG needs at this point.
Yeah, right now, even though RSG they are in front, they have to be careful, but they just revealed their positioning. Marky, if you're not careful, you're going to get caught.
Yeah, but this is because RSG wants to go for... Oh my god!
Oh, that damage!
Oh
my god!
Oh my god!
Was that a bomb?
You need to take back what you said about Clint's late game, because that was disgusting. But already the black shoes popped right before of the Lord fight. You can take the orange buff. That's what we needed here in Lolzy already. Look at that, man. Every single piece of basic attack, even from Baby Cakes, so painful as now the Enhanced Lord has been started by RSG. Larski once again on the flanks, not able to get anyone as of this moment, as both teams will need to micromanage once again all the waves and the Lord at the same time.
Yeah, they're looking for an in, and I'm guessing Baby Cakes right now, he's a barefoot Clint. The amount of damage he's outputting, there's got to be no boots on this Clint. There's no space.
It doesn't matter. He has evolved. Baby Cakes, Adult Cakes, now he's Daddy Cakes. You coming to him, he's going to take you down.
All right, let's see what happens here. Will Daddy Cakes be able to come in to save the game? It is going to be RSG once again with the early pressure. But look at that top side. They need to do something right now. Diablo already going in for the backside. It's going to be Larski canceling out Lolzy. But it is all a mix-up right now. RSG, they're actually caught in multiple situations. And the base is wide open right now. But look at the fight. Kyrie managed to get it one. It's going to be him taken very, very low with the Immortality popped onto Lolzy. He's still able to deal some damage right now. But Sana, he goes back in right now. It is still Daddy Cakes coming in, trying to save the game, but he gets shut down. And Diablo, he's going to be next. Kyrie with the Maniac.
A masterclass in using the scramble to your advantage. Twice in a row, Onic PH has been on the receiving end of Baby Cakes, Adult Cakes, Daddy Cakes, whatever you want to call him's gun. Now, they were facing down the wrong barrel of the gun, man. RSGSG wiped out. They're going to say goodbye to their base, and they're going to go down to the lower bracket.
What have RSG? It was their game to lose. That one team fight. That was, I would say, the messiest team fight that we've seen from the side of RSG, where it looks like they were pushing. I wasn't sure who were they focusing on. The focus was all over the place, and for our